This is Nibiru Watcher, September 24th, 2016, and I'm going to show you more historic evidence from a 2014 time frame on a German web camera with more absolute proof of Nibiru causing plasma discharge on the Earth. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to show you a quick time lapse, and then I'm going to show you the zoomed in version. Okay, so here we go. In this first time frame, we could see the early signs of Nibiru here. I'm just going to go over real quickly. And we see it moving in. I want to keep your eyes here. I'm going to show you the sequence of events. We can see the Nibiru tail moving over this object. This begins to light up. Just keep your eyes focused here. I'm going to show you a much better version of this. So just kind of show you the time lapse here. We can see that it's reacting with objects on the ground. And then what appears to be maybe an electric explosion and the other side of the lake here, and then a full discharge with Nibiru showing more of a head. And then I'm just going to really speed through this because I'll explain it later. Okay, so you saw that, and now what I had done is I've got this video all zoomed in on these pictures here. So here we have it. You're going to see more of the Nibiru in these cameras now. So in the next shot, we see what appears to be an electrical plasma event, and it may actually appear to look more like electrical equipment have exploded. And then we can see the further explosion with Nibiru up ahead. You can see it up here, and we can zoom in on that. And look at that. So let's keep going. In the next clip, we can see this one's interesting here because we can see the magnetic forces of Nibiru as the magnetic field being very strong and having a radius of 8 AU. That's 93 million miles times 8. As it spins at 36,000 miles an hour, it's like a generator in outer space. And I believe this is the stage lighting. It looks like a pathway along here. I wish there were some ground people. This thing looks like it maybe blew up or something. So now in the next shot, we could see, let me go back a frame, and now it seems to be reacting with some more ground lights down here on the ground, perhaps exploded, and I'm going to zoom on every single one of them, just the good ones. And next, now let me go back just one shot, and notice how bright it's getting the bottom, almost like current forming along the bottom here. And here we see it's growing, and we see this, and is that a cloaking device or plane? I don't know. It could be, but if it's anyways, I'm just not even going to talk about it. Let's just talk about the important stuff. Now, in this shot, you saw Nibiru clearly coming more into the scene here, and more of a arcing reaction here to the right of this thing. And watch what you see next in this next shot. And these are 10 minutes apart, by the way, in this frame. Okay, so here is, I want you to keep your eyes over here. Now we see a reaction in the trees. More clearly, some kind of plasma reaction up in the upper trees up here. And then we saw this disappear. We can see the green ball here, which, again, the sky even lights up in the infrared spectrum with the cameras. And now, did you see that? Let me go back. All in a matter of 10 minutes. Now, let's zoom in on this one. Look at this. Whole ground lights up, right? I mean, you can see is that visible in the naked eye? I think so, because it's not purple, but I could be wrong. This might have been actually visible with naked eye. I wish there was people on the ground that could see this thing. Look at that purple in this, okay? Purple is what you get, I would expect, from an arc reaction. Anybody who messes with welders would know what I'm talking about. And again, we see the green ball of plasma I call Nibiru. And then we go back one frame. Then a full discharge of this whole event, creating the circuit has been created. It lights up the sky. And now you can see the Nibiru passing overhead. And this thing is totally amped out. Look at the purplish like water. You know, it probably looks, if you go to a construction site and you see a guy that's welding way off in the distance, I'll bet you that's exactly what that looks like. And now we can see the electrical arcing up over on the right and over here. And then we got this blue thing here, which I think is also plasma, as it's focusing on this area here. And this is like the focal point, whatever it's like, because it is in the purple spectrum, so that may be more of the same plasma. And then we get a tiny speck of light as this thing fully discharges. Its last remnant of energy has been balanced, and then it's gone. So let me go back for a little further analysis of what we see in the time frame here. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this looks like ground lights that have been energized, because again, when you take a magnetic field passing through anything that conducts, creates current. And that's exactly, even if these lights are turned off, they will turn on because there's current moving through the wires, because that's what happens with magnetic fields flow through anything that conducts, especially copper wire. And I've heard reports of transformers blowing, blackouts over Puerto Rico. This isn't gonna get it better. It's gonna get worse. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.